You are receiving this transmission from a place where timelines bloom like branches.
Splitting, curving, weaving into landscapes of possibility. We have been observing the moment your life changed direction. Not a grand decision, not a declaration, just a small shift, a hesitation, a glance, a yes instead of a no instead of a yes. Humans rarely notice these moments. You call them ordinary, forgettable, but in our universe, we see them magnified, tiny sparks, igniting entire constellations of outcome. You know this concept. You call it the butterfly effect, chaos theory, small variations at the beginning, leading to immense differences in the end. A single flap of a wing altering the direction of a storm half a world away. Your life operates the same way. A conversation you almost didn't have. A message you almost didn't send. A street you almost didn't walk down. A moment when your intuition whispered, "Here," and you listened, or didn't. This is the architecture of your path. A map drawn by thousands of microscopic choices, barely noticeable, yet overwhelmingly powerful. But there is something else, something humans sense but rarely articulate. These choices do not exist alone. They move inside a larger current, a quiet pull, a gravitational thread you call destiny. Free will is the hand that picks a direction. Destiny is the river that carries you once you step in. You are always choosing, and you are always being carried. Both truths can coexist. When you trace back your story, you will find a moment, perhaps many that hurt, a disappointment, a heartbreak, a loss that cracked the floor beneath you, a detour you never wanted, forced upon you by circumstance or pain. And yet, follow the thread forward, slowly, gently, as if touching something sacred. You may discover that the very path you love today, the connection you cherish, the strength you've built, the gratitude you feel, exists because of a choice you once cursed. The job you lost, that pushed you toward a life you love. The person who left who made space for someone who stayed. The moment you broke, that taught you how to rebuild. It is uncomfortable for humans to admit that suffering has shaped their blessings. But from where we stand, your timeline glows brightest in the places where contrast lived, darkness that led to clarity, pain that led to depth, mistakes that led to truth. Every wrong turn was a doorway. Every failure was a fork in the tracks. Every small, almost invisible decision nudged you closer to the person you are becoming. You are not here by accident. You are not a random echo in an indifferent universe. You are the result of choices, chances, and quiet interventions that shaped your direction long before you understood their meaning. So ask yourself, what tiny moment brought you here? What almost didn't happen and yet did? What pain did you survive that later revealed itself as a disguised turning point? Look closely. There is always a thread, a reason, a pattern, a whisper of order inside the chaos. You are walking a path that only you could walk. Not perfect, not predetermined, but exquisitely, intricately woven from will and wonder, effort and fate, sorrow and possibility. And even now, as you listen, another small choice is forming, another split, another two-track moment. You do not know where it leads, but the future is already shifting around the weight of your awareness. Choose gently, choose bravely, but know this, you cannot fall off your path. It bends to meet you with every step.
End of transmission.